Unique architectural wonders. The Romanian artist Constantin Brancusi once said that architecture is inhabited sculpture. Here, 3 ambitious young architecture students talk about their first-hand experiences with some of the most iconic and awe-inspiring structures in the world.
Futuristic buildings have always captivated me, so when I arrived in Nur Sultan for the first time, I was in awe. The city was beyond impressive. Yet in my time in Kazakhstan, what has struck me the most is the yurt, the traditional home of the nomadic tribes. As an aspiring architect, I can say that the simplicity and effectiveness of the yurt's design is remarkable. Yurts, which have a distinctive circular shape, are constructed from flexible pieces of wood bound together with fabric. A part of nomadic culture, they are portable and can usually be taken down in a couple of hours. Nomads typically live on the steppe, open plains with harsh, unforgiving weather conditions, which means that yurts need to be robust. The clever blend of portability and sturdiness makes them unique. However, it is the interior that really sets them apart. The moment I walked into a yurt, my eyes met an amazing feast of colors. The walls and floor were decorated with colorful tekamets, soft felt rugs used to insulate the yurt. A stove with a chimney reaching up through a circular opening in the roof stood in the center. I learned that the opening in the roof, which has wooden beams intersecting in its center, is called a shanrak. It is an integral part of Kazakh culture, symbolizing peace and calmness in the home, and can even be seen on the country's coat of arms. Often pieces of the shanrak are passed on from generation to generation as family heirlooms. Such is its significance. For thousands of years, yurts have allowed people to live in harmony with nature. For me, it was fascinating to observe the stark contrast between the past and present of Kazakhstan, and to experience a piece of the country's rich culture.
I've been studying in Barcelona for the past couple of months, and the architecture of the city never fails to amaze me. In particular, the work of Antoni Gaudí, the Catalan architect, has blown me away. It's incredible how he used aspects of different types of architecture to create his own unmistakable style. I think this is most evident when looking at the world-famous cathedral, La Sagrada Familia, Gaudí's unfinished masterpiece. What's so interesting about it is that it revolutionized the way people imagined cathedrals, while also staying true to the traditions of the past. When designing the cathedral, Gaudí used some typical features of Gothic architecture, such as spires and rounded windows, called oculi. However, rather than using pointed arches and flying buttresses, which are traditionally Gothic, he chose to use columns to support the weight of the structure. These double-twist columns, though influenced by Greek, Roman, and Baroque styles, were his own original creation. The first time I visited the Sagrada Familia, I was stunned by its one-of-a-kind design. It has been under construction since 1882, making it one of the longest ongoing construction projects in recorded history.
Nothing quite prepares you for the sense of wonder and awe you feel the moment you set eyes on Dubai's modern landmarks. The sheer scale of them is immense, and I found many of them positively mind-boggling to look at. The first building that really struck me was the O14 Tower in Business Bay. The tower is 22 stories tall, but what's truly impressive is its huge concrete exoskeleton. This outer layer is perforated. In other words, it has holes all over it, and so it actually bears a resemblance to an enormous slab of Swiss cheese. But it's not only for show. Apparently, by designing the lateral support structures on the outside of the building, architects Reiser and Umemoto ensured that they could minimize the use of structural supports in the core of the building and provide more open interior spaces that didn't require load-bearing columns. At first, It might seem a strange idea to create a building that is essentially inside out, but from the perspective of an architect, it's incredibly innovative. Another building that has made a lasting impression on me is Atlantis, the Palm, a huge hotel resort at the apex of the man-made Palm Islands. The whole area is a feat of design and construction, with Atlantis itself as the spectacular centerpiece. The building incorporates typical Arabian architecture, infused with a modern twist that gives it a sense of wonder and adventure. It's a luxury resort, and so is adorned with precious stones and shells. There's nothing like it anywhere in the world. Seeing Dubai had been on my to-do list for ages. I'd heard it was unique, but that word simply does not do it justice. It's a spectacle of modern engineering.